Hi, this is Dakota. I'm putting forth an urgent plea for some assistance from my mom. She's a terrible, terrible, terrible gardener, and this is her dirty little secret about what she does and does not know or maintain in the backyard. I want a yard that I can be proud to hang out in, so welcome any and all suggestions for how she can improve this. Thanks for your help. So as you see, we come out the back door. We have a lovely doormat here. My butt is much nicer than these dogs' butts, I'll have you know. However, we're gonna do a video tour, I think. So her idea, right now I have my water bowl there because it's really hot out. But her idea is that she's gonna put another planter, similar to the black one, and flank the doorsteps. And then, sorry, but I'm going to move it sideways. And we move along the patio. And right now, we excuse all the tchotchkes, they can all move. But right now, we have some lavender in there, a little scraggly. And then we have daylilies that do so-so. They're the purple variety. Never really outstanding, but they do come back every year. Along here, these are trellises that started to rot, so I had to pull them out. Over in this corner, which is actually the northwest corner, we have a hydrangea. It does okay in this area. Never sure when I should be cutting it back because there does seem to be growth on the buds on old stock. So I cut some of it back, but it is starting to come forth. Around it, I put vinca, which everybody told me was a mistake, but it does not survive and take over here. So there's no evidence that there's any vinca left there. So now we're facing the north side. And again, we have more daylilies, Stelladoros. So the gold ones, these do flower and come back reliably each year. These were where the trellises were. I had 3 different plants of clematis that were growing up the trellises. But again, another issue where I never really know what to cut back in the fall, as growth does seem to emerge on what looks to be dead stock. So, but because the trellises were disintegrating, I had to untangle them from the trellises and suspect that I need to get metal ones. Along here, an errant but sentimental tulip. And I think, I'm not sure what this woody stock thing is. I think it's not delphinium. Ooh, I'll come back to that one. It's something that's tall. Might be actually not delphinium. What a nightshade, or the ones that have the bells and are purple. We have our pear tree in each corner. So this is the northeast corner. Big pear tree that always grows suckers. So I had to take saws to the suckers this year. They are resistant beyond belief and are a pain in the butt because they're very prickly. Behind it, ivory halo dogwood that kind of fills the corner okay. Somewhere along here on each side we have a hosta. Never does really well, comes back a little bit, but not phenomenal. This would be geranium of a variety, perennial. And back here, maybe phlox? Maybe phlox, I think it's phlox. Here we have our peony, our $3 or $4 peony from Lasky Village plant sale. Love this thing, comes back every year, does really nice flowers as long as it doesn't rain. We're moving along. We have the zebra grass, which I've thinned. It's become a little less robust as the years go on, but I have thinned, and typically it will grow fence top, so I just cut it back because I like to keep the winter growth there for some winter interest. Along here, so the whole area is maybe 5 feet from patio 4 to 5 feet from patio to fence line. This is a famous fence line that Dakota likes to go visit the dog right back here. So gets trampled a lot. Was a mix. I did have sort of grass in here. Not sure whether it's worth putting grass back in here or just making this all bed and using some filler like pea gravel or something. So help there. Again, this is all, the whole aspect of the yard faces east, so it gets morning sun, a little bit of afternoon sun as it sets over the house. This would be giant columbine, which does seem to have taken over, has not flowered in a big way to date, but probably 2 years old. So I'm already starting to see some flowers on the other side, so maybe it will. Then we have our dwarf Korean lilac, which is not so dwarf anymore. It does flower nicely, fills the spot. Pruning times would be helpful for that one. I usually take it back quite a bit each year, but I usually wait until after it has flowered. Moving along, this is where some delphinium is. Again, I think I make a mistake in that there's not enough big patches of any one kind of flower. I try a plant or two, and it never really establishes to be anything significant. Must be some kind of daylily in front. Different variety, I can't remember which. A one-off. More columbine, and it is starting to flower. So, and in the midst of this is more of the zebra grass. So what I was trying to do was to balance the zebra grass here and the zebra grass over here on the other side of the lilac. Moving along, columbine does definitely seem to have taken over here. We have something back here, moonflower or something that comes up with a yellow flower that's nice. The ivory halo dogwood died in this corner, so not quite sure. A different kind of geranium. In here we have some phlox. Again, hostas come up, starting to come up here and over here, but not anything significant and beautiful to speak of. In here grows some Baptista, the indigo. It's starting to come up and will flower quite nicely. It's finally established after many, many years. This would be a, what is this, Rosa Sharon, I think. So-so, depending on the year. Yes, lots of clay breaker to keep amending this soil. And here is a really, I like this little setup. So it's positioned sort of along the laneway as you come in from the back gate. Thinking probably annuals would be nice in here, but I think I'm going to use it more for a spice garden. And on the obelisks of each end, I've got clematis growing up. So the walkway itself needs a little bit of revamp and some more soil, a cleanup. Come along here. Haven't really had anything here because of the dryer vent, figuring it would be too much. And that would be the barbecue station, the patio. So I'm just going to do kind of one big overall view again. Door to the north, along the patio, over to the east, corner with the tree, peony, tall zebra grass, then the lilac, more zebra grass, columbine, pear tree, geranium, some Baptista, indigo, and Rosa Sharon, and then the spice rack. So please help. Yeah, we're at a loss, but we want it to be nice. Thank you.